What is going on, fam? It's your boy Baby Broly back at it with another video, and today we have an epic video for you guys. Our recent PSA submission is finally back, guys. I just received this in the mail, so I'm super excited to get this opened. This video is not going to be too long, but I promise you guys, you guys will not be disappointed. There are two cards that I submitted in this PSA submission, two very epic Pokemon cards. Some may consider the holy grail of Pokemon, and I mean this, guys. You guys are not going to be disappointed by what you see, depending on what the grades may be. As a disclaimer, guys, I have not seen these grades yet. I was trying so hard to hold myself back from looking at these grades, like you guys don't even know. But you know what? I held off. I was like, I'm gonna be patient, and we're gonna do this on video together, so that way you and I can share the same experience. So I'm sure you guys are wondering, what two cards did we submit? Now, unless you follow me on IG, you probably don't know. The first card was a first edition Shadowless Squirtle, followed by a first edition Shadowless Red Cheeks Pikachu. And if you guys don't know, Red Cheeks first edition Shadowless Pikachus at a PSA 10 is going for about $7,000 to $10,000. Now, I know, guys, that is a pretty huge price gap, but because of the price fluctuation in Pokemon lately, prices have recently tanked as far as vintage Pokemon cards go. Like a PSA 10 Pikachu Red Cheeks first edition Shadowless used to sell for about $10,000 to $15,000 at a PSA 10, and I believe the recent one that sold was actually $7,000 to $8,000 at a PSA 10. So as you guys can see, the prices have definitely dropped. So guys, because I don't know the grades, because you don't know the grades, this makes this a very exciting moment. Will we successfully pull off a PSA 10 Pikachu? I'm honestly shaking just thinking about it, because that is huge. And even if we do get a PSA 9, that is also still a huge success, because a PSA 9 is probably selling for around $2,200 to $2,500 right now. Very huge price gap in comparison to a PSA 10. And that just shows you guys, as far as vintage cards go and cards that are like highly sought after, a PSA 9 and a PSA 10 can be a huge difference as far as value goes. So we shall see what these cards ended up grading. Now, before I begin the video, make sure you guys subscribe if you guys have not subscribed already. Drop a like on this video, as it will help out the channel tremendously. And leave a comment in the comment section below. What do you guys think these two cards graded? Now, without further ado, let's get straight into this video. All right, guys, this is going to be absolutely insane. Obviously, I tore this up for obvious reasons, so you guys can't see my address, of course. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and slice this thing open. I honestly never ever know where to cut when it comes to opening these, but we're just gonna go ahead and cut alongside there. You know, we're just gonna cut right here too. PSA does a really good job as far as packaging goes, as they should. So we never really have to worry too much. Very rarely have I ever received like a bad packaged PSA box or a PSA submission return. So they always come back. They're I'm saying way too much, but they're always really well packaged, is what I'm trying to say. So let's pull these cards out, but we don't want to spoil it. So there you go. Obviously, it's just the packaging, the bubble wrap. But here's our two cards. And guys, I don't remember in particular as far as like the order that I put these cards in, so we're just gonna go ahead and start with this top one. This could either be the Squirtle or Pikachu. Like I said, I don't remember the orders that I submitted it. I think I submitted it Pikachu and then Squirtle, but I guess we'll just find out here, right? Hopefully it doesn't ruin the suspense of the cards here. But as you guys can see, here's the back. Looks pretty good. I mean, the centering is, you know, not too bad. I wouldn't say it's perfect, but it's not too bad. I don't think that PSA would ding this too much for the centering. As you guys can see in the little corner, you can see a little bit of whiting, but it's nothing too crazy. Maybe something that PSA can easily overlook. We're gonna go ahead and add grades here. Okay, so the second card was a Squirtle, which works out perfectly for the video. So we got a Squirtle, first edition, shadowless, guys. I think the PSA 10, this card's going for about $1,500 or so. PSA 9, probably looking at about 400 to 500, maybe around there. But yeah, we're hoping for a PSA 10. The front looks really, really good. But the centering is definitely a little off. The centering on the front of this card is actually worse than the backside, in my opinion. Before I even submitted this, I looked at the surface of the card. Granted, it's not a hollow card, it's just a common. So there's no like hollow scratches or anything like that. But there's no scratches on this card whatsoever. Front and back is absolutely immaculate. The only thing I can see is just the whiting on the back in that corner, and then of course off centering on the front. But I mean, it's not too bad. And I don't remember what PSA's criteria is when it comes to off centering. I remember it being like a 60-40 or something like that, but it could have changed in the past year or so. I haven't submitted cards in quite some time now, but as far as Pokemon goes, you know, I've submitted some for Pokemon, I've submitted some for Yu-Gi-Oh, and it could be different as far as those two trading cards go. But let's go ahead and reveal the grade. 3, 2, and oh, PSA 9. Oh man, I mean, we kind of expected that. I was hoping for a 10. I thought that PSA might just overlook the off-centering just a little bit, because it's not like the worst. It's not like it's OC or anything like that. I mean, you got a little bit left to right. It's a little bit thicker on the right. Might be a little bit thicker on the bottom in comparison to the top. But I didn't think it was too bad, but it looks like PSA might have dinged it for that, and obviously PSA might have dinged it for that whiting at the bottom here in the corner. Otherwise, the card is absolutely immaculate. The surface is immaculate. The edges are clean. Like it couldn't get any more crispier. I think it's just those little things that probably knocked this grade down, and PSA wasn't too fond of, you know, they didn't want to be nice. All right, so I'm okay with that. PSA 9, we'll take it. Once again, this card's, I think it's about $400 at a PSA 9, which isn't too bad. All right, next card, guys, the moment of truth. And this one I am super nervous by, because if it gets anything lower than a 9, like if it gets an 8 or a 7, like it's not the end of the world, but I just don't see it happening, and I would be absolutely upset, because this card is really, really clean, guys. Like, I kid you not, this card is super clean. Barely any whiting. You might see a little bit like here, but it's nothing like significant at all whatsoever. Especially if this card was out of the case and you're looking at it raw. This card looks so freaking clean, front and back, that it's just like you're sitting there and you're like, this got to be a PSA 10. You know, if you're not accounting for maybe the centering. The centering on the back of this is actually really good. So no complaints on the centering on the back. I think it's just the front. The front might have a little bit of a centering problem here. As you guys can see, this side's a little bit thinner. And I think the top to bottom ratio, I mean, the bottom's a little bit thicker. I guess you can say that. But I mean, overall, the centering is not too bad. It could grant a PSA 10. There is a good chance of that. And the same as Squirtle, this card is super clean. Super clean. It's not a hollow foil. It's a common card. The artwork is clean. There's no scratches. There's no anything, guys. There's nothing on the surface that's going to ding this grade. So this is going to be the moment of truth, guys. PSA 9, PSA 10. Hopefully this is not a PSA 8 or a PSA 7, because that would just be, oh, just gut-wrenching if we got anything lower than an 8. Even if we got an 8, I'd be a little bit upset, but I can't be too mad. But we're hoping for that PSA 10, which would be insane, guys. And at worst, a PSA 9. So here we go, guys. Moment of truth. If you guys haven't guessed your grades yet, go ahead and guess it. I mean, a little too late for the Squirrel, but you still have a chance for Pikachu. Here we go. Oh, PSA 9. Okay, you know what? Now that I'm seeing this and it's soaking, it's starting to soak in, I'm okay. I'm okay with PSA 9, guys. I'm okay with it. I know I stated that I'm okay with it, but I was hoping for a PSA 10, which would have been just huge. But PSA 9, that's pretty huge. That is a big deal, guys. When it comes to this Pikachu, first edition, shadowless, red cheeks, this is significant, guys, because I mean the yellow cheeks is the value is in no comparison to this card. The red cheeks, as you guys probably already know, it was an error card, right? So a little bit more sought after, and yeah, definitely more valuable. So PSA 9, somewhere around the ballpark of $2,400 to $2,500 at most. All right. So I'm actually very, very happy with this. We were hoping for the PSA 10, but guys, I can't complain. PSA 9 is just as good. It's just a step under it. I don't know what I'm saying at this point. I'm super happy about this, guys. I was so nervous going into this, and so nervous opening this up. But now that I'm seeing a PSA 9, this is epic, guys. This is the holy grail. If you consider it the holy grail, and I do very much so. It's not Charizard, it's not Blastoise, it's not Venusaur, but it's the next best thing. This is the mascot of Pokemon right here, and this is the Pikachu, the base set Pikachu. All right, so that's gonna wrap up the video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this. As always, thanks for watching. Thank you for the support, and make sure you guys check out my other videos if you guys haven't already. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace!